And a Pentagon survey finds an astonishing 26,000 sexual assaults took place in the military last year. And one of the most high-profile accusations has only recently come to light: the current investigation of 3 Naval Academy students who stand accused of raping a fellow classmate. Her mother went to the Washington Post because she claimed the Naval Academy isn't taking the case seriously. Jeff Glore spoke with the female student involved. Jeff, good morning.
Nora, good morning to you. She is only 20 years old and is still in school. The incident happened last spring. She admits she'd been drinking heavily and remembers little, but says that doesn't change the facts. 3 of her classmates, 3 football players, have been accused of rape. When she sat down with us, her mother joined. They asked we conceal both their names and their faces. April 2012, you went to an off-campus house party. What happened?
I was drinking. I had drank a lot. And then from that point on, I really don't remember what happened. I woke up the next morning with bruises, and I knew something wasn't right, but I had no recollection.
She told us she then began to hear things about the party from classmates on social media.
And to come to find out that they're telling me that I had sexual interactions with people that I was completely unaware of.
Do you remember anything?
I remember just waking up in certain spots, but I do not ever remember any of the assaults or sexually engaging any of these individuals.
Did you know these men?
Yes.
All 3 of them?
Yes.
You said you had a lot to drink, and you don't really remember anything. How then can you be so sure of what happened?
Well, one, I have outside witnesses. The attackers had bragged about it. They had told me to my face what they did.
They bragged about it to your face?
Yes.
What'd they say?
One of the individuals, he had tweeted the train tickets were on the low. He was insinuating that it was easy, that I didn't put up much of a fight, or that it wasn't easy to engage in these sexual acts. And he thought it was funny.
What did he say to you?
He said, "Don't be mad, I'm saying it to your face, I'm just joking." And
that you were easy.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately following that night, the student went to see a doctor at the Naval Academy. She was offered a rape kit, but refused. She says she was in denial. She didn't officially report the incident to the school until this January. A month later, she told her mother.
What did she say to you? Do you remember that moment?
She said, after the international ball, I had been raped. And what do you say? I just told her I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for her. And only thing I can do is just be there for her.
After reporting the incident, the student says she felt ostracized from her fellow shipmates, made to believe it was her fault. The turning point, she says, came later, during one of the Academy's routine sexual assault briefings, where she felt all eyes were focused on her.
It was really upsetting. I went to the bathroom, I just sat in a stall and cried. And it just so happened that there was another girl sitting right next to me, and she was crying too. And she had come out the stall, and she's like, you can come out. And she just hugged me, and we just hugged each other, and I don't know her name to this day. I didn't know her prior to that, but unfortunately, we shared that same experience, and it just brought the whole situation to reality, that there is a much bigger problem than just this one circumstance that had happened.
The mother and daughter are speaking out now because they say the Academy has not taken the situation seriously. The student says when she told school officials she was worried about her safety, they made no guarantees for protection and told her their hands were tied.
Do you worry today about retaliation?
Yes. There isn't a moment that I'm at school that I don't look over my shoulder or aware of the people around me. I received a lot of hostility, not even from the attackers, but from their teammates.
We asked the Naval Academy for an interview, but we're told they couldn't speak on camera because this was an ongoing investigation. They issued us a statement saying Naval Academy leadership is monitoring the progress of this investigation and evaluating the appropriate options for adjudication. It is completely inappropriate to make any other public comment on this investigation as we risk compromising the military justice process. While that process continues, and even after it's over, the student says she has no plans to leave school.
I don't know that there's a lot of people in your position who would say, I still want to stay, I still want to graduate. You absolutely want to do that.
Yes, this has been my dream for a long time. I'm not going to let this assault define me or change who I am or what I wanted to do. The military's not perfect. The academy's not perfect. These are obviously some serious situations that need to be addressed, but I haven't lost hope.
The Naval Academy also told us in a statement that sexual assault is a crime and has no place at the U.S. Naval Academy, just as it has no place in the rest of the military. Charlie, Nora?
So, Jeff, who is in charge of investigating this?
The Navy is, NCIS, and that's been one of the primary topics of debate here in Washington and around the country, and that should these investigations be taken out of the hands of the chain of command and given to independent prosecutors. That idea right now is not going very far. It didn't make it through the Senate last week, wasn't even taken up for debate in the House.
And what's the status of the 3 midshipmen that she's accused of rape?
The Navy's not commenting on that right now.
Does she have private counsel?
She does.
Okay. Thanks, Jeff.
Yep.